So welcome, welcome. Happy Valentine's Day for Kundalini Yoga. How appropriate it fell on a Wednesday so that we can open our heart chakra. So go ahead and just begin to rub your palms together, waking up our 72,000 nerve endings, which are in the palms of our hands and the soles of our feet, rubbing them, creating energy, and placing them in front of your heart center, sitting up nice and tall. Pressing the thumbs into the heart center, take a deep inhale, and then we'll exhale through the nose. This time when we inhale, we'll begin to chant Om Namo Gurudev Namo 3 times. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Om Namo. Inhale and suspend your breath. And opening your mouth and sighing it out. You can release your Anjali Mudra, the pose of reverence, and just rest your hands on your thighs or knees. We'll begin by holding our locks, 3 locks in all types of yogas we use. Pressing the sit bones to the mat, lifting your pelvic wall, squeezing the anal muscles is your root lock. Navel inward and upward, zipping it up. Navel lock, tucking the chin slightly in, neck lock. Softening the shoulders. And here we'll begin to breathe long and deep, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Eyes may remain soft or closed. So just filling up your belly like a balloon, then the mid chest and the upper chest, the collarbones go up on the inhale. And as you exhale, drawing the collarbones down, the side ribs in, and the navel inward and upward, really squeezing that navel to kiss the spine. So intentional, long, deep breathing. Long, deep breathing has many benefits. One of them, it brings us back down to the calm feeling. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system. So we create a balance between the fight and flight and the rest and digest. Another thing, it starts to create the blood flow. The blood pools at the base of our lungs, so it gets oxygenated, and then that oxygenated blood will go throughout our body. It brings focus, mental clarity, removes the brain fog, and it allows us to become more responsive than reactive. So reminding you that the breath is a tool that we've been given. The minute we were born and slapped on the butt and we drew it in, the prana, the life force energy. And we have it with us throughout the duration of our life till the last breath we take at the end of life. It's free and it's in our tool belt and it's there for us all the time. So always know you can come back to this breath anywhere, anytime. If it means just to take one long deep breath before you respond, or maybe 3 or 4 or 5. The next time you take an inhale, no rush, I invite you to suspend your breath. Open mouth, sigh it out, release. The act of sighing is a release of tension. It brings us back to a natural state of breathing. We'll begin to do some left nostril breathing. So the left hand, the index tip is going to touch the thumb tip. You can rest it in jnana mudra or meditative pose. Taking your right thumb, hand in L shape, and just gently placing it under your right nostril, lengthening your spine. Again, holding your 3 locks, sit bones down, pelvic wall up, navel in, tucking chin in, and doing the same breath pattern, long, deep breathing through the nose, left nostril, and out the left nostril. Left nostril breathing is the cooling breath. It brings us clarity, focus, and it cools the body. It brings our blood pressure to a good, healthy level. It can even manage to slow our thoughts down and prevent us from engaging and judging. Stay in the responsive, calm, cool, collective. It also allows us to feel groggy and fall asleep. So if you have any issues falling asleep at night, lying down on your right side, pressing your right nostril, and just breathing through the left for a little bit. When you feel groggy, flip onto your back and fall asleep. And here I invite you to take a deep inhale. Suspend and release that right nostril when you're ready, softening shoulders. Open mouth, side out. We'll do the same thing again, but with our left hand, thumb under our left nostril and right nostril breathing, right hand in jnana mudra. Again, holding the locks. Inhaling through the nose, right nostril, and exhaling. Right nostril breathing is the heating breath. It's the solar energy. It gives us that boost of energy, maybe the midday boost that we need rather than grabbing a cup of caffeine. Giving a little boost with right nostril breathing. It naturally heats the body. It gives you the boost of energy. It also brings mental clarity and focus. Sometimes we need that extra boost to think clearly. It's a great way to start your morning. This can be your meditation if you need a little jump. And here, inviting you to take an inhale through the right nostril, suspend, and when you're ready, release that left nostril. And open mouth, side out. Staying here in meditative pose, pressing the sit bones down, holding root lock, navel lock, neck lock. Again, let's come back to the long, deep breathing through both nostrils and just kind of notice how it feels now. You see, our nose is a natural thermostat for our body. Our body is very intelligent. It was made with intention. The body is a miracle. That's the easiest way I can explain it. So the left nostril brings in the cool air and the right nostril brings in the warm air. So throughout the day, we breathe through one nostril more dominantly than the other. The body knows when it needs a boost of energy or some heat, or when it needs to cool down and calm down. But see, the key to all of this breath work is breathing long and deep, intentional long, deep breathing. Many of us are breathing shallowly through the upper 1/3 of our 33,000 cubic centimeters of lung space. And that's anxiety, that's anger, that's tension, that's overwhelm. When we breathe completely full and out, we're using the entire lung capacity, removing all the toxins from the base of our lungs. The toxins sitting there, that molded, diseased air, is creating dis-ease in our body. Now, granted, I do understand that some dis-ease creeps up on us when we least expect it. But you see, we can prevail. You just make that change in your life. How are you breathing? Without this practice, I myself wonder where I would be today. No matter how many surprises come up in our life, if you continue to remember to breathe diaphragmatically, belly coming out on the inhale, going in on the exhale, breathing long and deep, you can eliminate as many toxins as possible and stay calm and collective and responsive. And taking another deep inhale, open mouth exhale. Beautiful. We'll begin to do some warm-ups. So just placing your hands on your thighs or your knees, again, pressing the sit bones to the mat, holding that root lock, navel lock, neck lock. We're going to go in what's called corkscrew, and in Kundalini Yoga, we call it Sufi grind. The head and neck are extensions of the spine, so just be mindful of your low back and hips. How do you feel today? If you're feeling tight, move gently, like somatic yoga. Notice what you feel. So today, for Valentine's Day, we are honoring our heart chakra. It's the fourth chakra. It's in the center of our lower three chakras and our upper three chakras. It's the balance. It's the center of the 7 chakras. It's known as Anahata, heart chakra. So it's the center of the chest, at the height of the thymus gland, right behind the sternum. So we call it the Anahata chakra, and it means infinite, unhurt, unstruck, boundless. So since the heart is in the center of the 7 chakras, it's the bridge between the lower triangle, the root, sacral, and solar plexus, and the upper triangle, the throat, third eye, and crown chakra. So if you're ever in doubt which chakra is imbalanced, and you don't know what you need to work on, then working on your heart chakra is a good place to start. We'll gently reverse the direction, again, holding your locks, spine long, head and neck are extensions of the spine. So the element associated with the Anahata chakra is air. It's all about space, feeling infinite, like the sky. It's the door to our inner temple, to our soul, the infinite part of ourselves. It's where we transcend ourselves, in the world. So for the physical body, it's the heart, the lungs, the arms, and the hands, and the thymus. So these are the things we're working on when we're working on our heart chakra. So the emotional body is the heart chakra is related to being able to love yourself, which is why I offered the class to everyone to bring yourself here and just love yourself today. Because if we don't love ourselves and fill our cup up first, we will have nothing to share with those whom we love, like old Mother Hubbard with the empty cupboard. So being able to give and receive love with equal ease, that's what it is. So feeling kindness and compassion to yourself and others, and having a sense of a we instead of only I, feeling a general sense of belonging and trusting in your heart as an inner compass. We'll gently come back to center and neutral, take a deep inhale, and open mouth exhale. We're going to place our hands on the front ankle and shin. If you're sitting in easy pose, if you're sitting on a chair or on your knees, you can place your hands on your knees. So we're going to sit up nice and tall, again, pressing sit bones to the mat, head and neck are extensions of the spine. We're just going to bring our chest forward. It's kind of like a cow-cat, where we're not dropping our head back. Our chin is parallel to the floor. So chest comes forward, shoulders goes back. Inhale, opening your heart. Exhale, rounding the back. Chin is still parallel, rounding the shoulders. So rounding and coming forward, rocking forward and back on our sit bones, kind of like a camel ride. So notice that my chin is not flip-flopping. So for the mental body, the Anahata chakra, it represents I can give and share without expecting anything in return. I am blessed with abundance and I know when to say no and nurture myself. You know, I'm always talking about, we can say that 2-letter word, no. We need to honor ourselves first. It's not being selfish, it's being selfless. I can accept things as they are, and I live in balance within myself and within the world around me. So imbalances can include any stress in any layer of the body, including the physical, mental, emotional, and energetic, which can slow you down and stagnate, or even completely go into overdrive. That's many of us. We go into overdrive. We say, yes, yes, yes. We want to do everything because some of us are control freaks. That's not healthy. We need to share some of the duties and just trust and let some of it go. It may not be done exactly the way you want it to be done, but at least it's done. Also, an imbalance of the heart chakra can mean an experience of feeling loneliness and separation, feeling like you don't belong or fit in, feeling disconnected so we really need to really open up our heart chakra because we are connected. Just like I said at the beginning of the class, we're connected by gossamers of thread. Keep moving. So the color for the heart chakra I mentioned in the beginning of the class is green. We can come to a long spine, take a deep inhale, suspend your breath. Open mouth, exhale. Good. You can place your hands wherever it's comfortable. We're going to do some neck rolls. So dropping your chin to your chest, rocking shoulder to shoulder. And if you don't have any neck or issues or anything, you can do a full circle in one direction. I'll tell you when to turn around. Here, I invite you to soften your jaw, your cheeks, your tongue. Just let everything go. Maybe even have a slight part in your lips. So the color green represents the heart chakra. Notice the color green is money. So money is energy. Sometimes people think money is dirty. Money is just an exchange. It's not dirty. It's green. My mala here is green. It's malachite. My dear older son gifted it to me for my birthday a couple of years ago. And it's kind of funny. I feel like green is my favorite color. Reverse the direction if you've done the full circle or continue to move, rock shoulder to shoulder. So just like we have mantras Om and Ong, the mantra that's related to the heart chakra is hum, H-U-M. And you can just chant hum, hum, if you want to really start to have that vibrational frequency of the heart chakra. In Kundalini Yoga, we say Ong So Hung. Again, notice the Om and the Ong and the Hung and the hum. It all means the same thing. And then gently making your way back to center and neutral. Taking a deep inhale. And then open mouth exhale. Next exercise, we're going to put the forefingers in the front and the thumbs in the back, arms and elbows are parallel. Again, holding your locks, we're protecting the spine. Kundalini Yoga is about working our nervous system, which is the king, queen of all our systems. We're going to twist to the left, inhale, twist to the right, exhale. Head and neck are extensions of the spine. Heart opener, when we're working our arms and our chest, lungs. So there's some checklist questions for the fourth chakra. I'm going to just plant a seed, and you can decide what your answers are as I go. So can you really give and receive with equal ease and grace? Are you capable of doing that? Many of us are really willing to give, but we don't even take, a compliment. Oh, that dress looks so pretty on you. Oh, this old thing, I got it 1,000 years ago. Rather than saying, why, thank you. I appreciate that. Take the compliment. Do you have a sense of space in the heart center? What do you feel there? Do you feel a sense of gratitude? And I'm not talking about to others, towards yourself. Do you give yourself gratitude daily? You look at yourself in the mirror and say, I give you gratitude for being here for me. I give you love, compassion. Do you look at yourself in the mirror and say, oh my gosh, you are gorgeous? If you don't, why not? There's nothing self-centered about that. That's selfless. Can you sense a deeper connection between all living beings and the earth? Gently coming back to center. Take a deep inhale, suspend your breath, hold the pose. Open mouth, exhale, release. We'll begin to do some shoulder shrugs. We're going to bring the shoulders up to the ears, squeeze, 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 inhale, exhale, allow gravity to bring them down. This is a gentle massage. It also opens the throat chakra. Are you able to express your boundaries in a loving way? See, in the Ayurvedic practice that I practiced with my yoga teacher in 2022 for an entire year, one of the things was going to bed early. I go to bed at 9:30 and I still do. And the way I express my boundaries in a loving way is I texted my entire family, sisters, brothers, well, no brothers, sisters, sons, husbands, brother-in-laws, mom and dad, that my phone goes on do not disturb. If you have an emergency, call my husband's phone. Loving boundary. Are you in touch with your inner child? Inhale up, exhale down. Can you recognize the other person as you? Feel kindness and compassion, even if you disagree. And can you forgive yourself and others? But most importantly, can you forgive yourself? Bringing the shoulders up to the ears, taking a deep inhale, suspend your breath. Open mouth, exhale, release. We're going to take our legs out wide. I'm doing alternate stretches. We're going to take our arms up. So really pressing the sit bones to the mat, navel inward and upward like a zipper. Squeeze to protect your spine. Inhale, reach up a little bit higher. Gently turn to the right leg. Exhale, hinge forward and reach. Inhale, come up, and then gently turn to center, turn to the left side. Exhale and reach. Move your spine in one direction at a time. Coming up and then twisting. Exhale when you come down. Inhale when you come up. Our spine moves in 6 directions. We need to honor those directions one at a time. When we try to do a double time or a triple time, we will hurt ourselves. Reaching where you can. It doesn't matter if you can reach your toes or you reach your knees. It doesn't matter. Wide leg, alternate stretches, working on our life nerve. And then Kundalini Yoga, the life nerve means your sciatic nerve, which is the largest nerve in the body. We're working on our nervous pathways. When there's blockages in our nervous pathways, known as the nadis, the messages will not get through. And when the messages don't get through, there's discomfort, there's dis-ease, there's tension, there's overwhelm. Gently making your way back to center, arms up, holding it there. Take a deep inhale, reach, 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 suspend your breath. Exhale, release. We're going to move into a single leg. So bending your left leg, bringing that left foot into the right thigh. flexing that lengthened leg's foot, reaching your arms up, inhale, gently turning over to that lengthened leg, exhale, hinge forward, holding it here. The difference between a forward fold like we do in Hatha and Vinyasa compared to Kundalini is our chin is parallel to the floor, to the mat. Soften your shoulders. So we're not drawing our chin to our chest. We're not rounding our back. We're keeping our spine nice and long. So if you need to come back up a little bit to keep the spine long, then do so. Again, holding your locks. Why do I keep talking about holding the locks? The locks are holding us from allowing us to release the energy we're creating, our bandhas. We want to keep the energy contained in our container. So the root lock, known as the Mula Bandha, the navel lock, known as the Uddiyana Bandha, the neck lock, known as the Jalandhara Bandha. Holding these locks is containing the energy that we're creating within our body. We don't want it to escape. This is the healing energy. The breath that we take in is the prana, the life force energy. The breath that we take out is the apana, the energy we no longer need. So we're cleansing and replenishing. Breathing long and deep. You're taking in a deep inhale. Exhale, release, gently walking up your leg. When you come to the top, give yourself a moment of stillness. Just to notice what there is to notice and allowing the body to recognize the energy that you've created and allow it to assimilate where it needs to be most, the healing energy. Eyes may be soft or closed, just to move more inward. And then gently lengthening that bent knee, and then we'll bend the right knee. If you started on the other side, that's okay. We always go to both sides, so don't worry. Flexing that lengthened leg, lifting your arms, gently turning your spine over to that lengthened leg. Inhale, holding all locks. Exhale, hinging forward with the long spine, chin parallel. Eyes may be soft or closed, shoulders soft, jaw soft. Breathe long and deep. You may notice that one side is slightly different than the other. I invite you to notice, but don't judge. Our thoughts are going to continuously stream through our head. We cannot stop the thought process in meditation, but we can choose not to engage or judge. And when we do that, we stay here in the present moment and we just sit there as a spectator and just watch. Clears our mind that way from creating these stories in our head. You see, the ego, known as the monkey mind, comes in and steps in and tells you all this rubbish. The practice of yoga is to release these fluctuations of the mind. Yoga, chitta, vritti, nirodhana. Calming the fluctuations of the mind. Those fluctuations are the monkey mind or ego, tapping in and saying, you can't do this, you're not good enough. Who are you? Imposter syndrome, self-doubt. No, that's not true. Taking a deep inhale here. And exhale, slowly walk up. Find stillness. And gently, we're going to hug our knees to our chest. We're going to be doing some rolls. If that's not in your practice, you can just stay here and just visualize yourself rolling back and forth, okay? It's okay. Visualization is powerful. You've heard of vision boards, right? They manifest. So we're just going to rock. If your physical body allows you to do it, then do it. If not, do what you can or just sit and breathe and visualize. Massaging our entire spine, using momentum to bring yourself back up. Whatever you're doing and wherever you are is exactly where you need to be. You're in the right space right now. If you're rolling with me, we'll do one more roll. And then we'll come back up. And from here, we're going to come lying on our backs. We're going to be doing some pelvic thrusts. You can lie down on your back and just keep your knees up if pelvic thrusts are not in your practice today. It's going into bridge pose and coming down, inhaling up, exhaling down. So you don't have to do it very fast. Just listen to your body. Again, reminding you that all of this is a choice. Only you know your body. So here we're working on the lower three chakras, our lower triangle, our root lock, sacral chakra, and our solar plexus. Not root lock, root chakra. Root chakra works on giving us stability, security, strength. Sacral chakra, creativity. Solar plexus, willpower, fire. Gently bringing your pelvis up if you're here. Take a deep inhale, suspend your breath. Exhale, we all come down. You can hug your knees to your chest if you're down, and we're going to slowly roll back up to seat. Good. We have one more warm-up exercise that I'd like to share with you before we move into our Kriya for the heart chakra. It's called the ego eradicator. So your hands are going to be up above your head at a 60-degree angle. We're going to curl our fingers, but we're going to bring our fingers to the pads. So we're not making fists. The fingers are going to kind of crunch into pads. So the thumbs are going to go straight up towards the ceiling. So the arms at 60 degrees. We're going to be, actually bring your hands down because I have some new people. We're going to practice the breath of fire. Okay, the breath of fire is a pumping action. So when you inhale, you expand your belly. When you exhale, you pump your navel to the back of the spine. The important thing is when you practice the breath of fire that you hold that neck lock, the Jalandhara Bandha. Ideally, we want to hold all the locks, but especially the neck lock, because if it's pinched or anything, the blood flow will not go up to the brain, the oxygen will not get up there, and then you'll get dizzy. If at any point you do get dizzy, especially if this is your first time practicing it, please stop, take a couple of long, deep breaths, adjust your neck, and come with me again. So moving into the ego eradicator pose, and begin to just practice the breath of fire. Eyes can be softer to close. Eradicating the ego. It's simultaneously releasing the stale air from your lungs. It expands the lung capacity. It's increasing our vital energy. It relaxes any tension around the heart. It strengthens the nervous system to help manage stress and thus restoring the nervous system balance. The breath of fire oxygenates every cell in the body. It's a blood purifier, and it's known to even cure diseases. So this breath of fire, without the ego eradicator arms, you can just practice the pumping breath with the breath of fire as an aerobic exercise or as a disease cure. Allow the arms to come back up to 60. There you go. Welcome, welcome. Eradicating the ego. Doing this for 3 minutes is a great meditation practice. Building yourself up to 3 minutes is powerful. It's not easy. Give yourself grace. Do what you can. If you fall down, come back up. Join me again. We fall and we come up. We learn from our mistakes. We learn from our troubles. We learn and we get better. We get back up and we get better. Taking in a deep inhale. Suspending your breath will gently bring the thumbs to touch. When they touch, you can exhale, bring them back to 60 degrees. Take another deep inhale. Suspend, allow the thumbs to touch. Exhale, come back to 60. One more time. Inhale. Suspend, touch the thumbs. Exhale, this time tracing your aura, your 8th chakra, your protective shell. When all of our 7 chakras are in balance, the 8th chakra, our aura, becomes stronger. And when it's strong, we don't allow the things that we don't need in our lives to penetrate. We only allow the things that we want to come through osmosis. So that was our warm-up today for the class. So the Kriya to open the heart chakra. You have a choice. You can choose to stand or sit for the first 3 exercises. And the last 3 exercises will be sitting. So if you feel like standing, take advantage and stand now. And if you don't want to stand, that's totally fine too. Reminding you that we have choices. So this is the Kriya to open the heart chakra. We'll just place our hands together in front of our heart center, gently the thumbs touching the thymus gland on the sternum, holding your root lock, squeezing your pelvic wall up, squeezing your bum cheeks, navel inward and upward, holding the navel lock and the chin lock. Squeezing the thighs, holding it here, pressing into the 4 corners of the feet, grounding ourselves. We're going to be practicing the breath of fire again. Now, if breath of fire does not serve you, it's okay. You can stand here and breathe long and deep, just like we did at the beginning of class. So I'm going to be practicing breath of fire. You choose you, and we begin. Eyes may be soft or closed. Ideally, your eyes should be rolled up to your third eye point, the space between your brows when your eyes are closed, stimulating that 6th chakra. The practice of meditation stimulates our pituitary gland, which secretes. The secretions of the pituitary gland strengthen our 6th chakra, known as our 6th sense, our intuition. Moving with the breath of fire that serves you, go as slow or as fast as you want without getting dizzy, holding that neck block. I'm offering you all a full class today. Be patient with yourself. We're moving through each of these movements and exercises to the full time that's offered. In Kundalini Yoga, we follow Kriyas in the exact order for safety of releasing the Kundalini energy. Sometimes that Kundalini energy can come out like wildfire, uncontrollably. It can be crying, it can be fits, it could be screaming, it could be happiness, joy, whatever. Again, notice if your locks have let go. Hold your root lock, navel lock, neck lock. Squeeze the bum cheek, squeeze the thigh. Press the 4 corners of the feet into the mat. Concentrate on the 6th chakra, feeling your heart chakra opening, touching the thumbs towards the thymus, sternum. The thymus gland is where we create our T cells for our immune system, our T lymphocytes. We want to strengthen our lymphatic system. We want to strengthen our immune system. All of this, all the systems are strengthening with these practices. We may just be concentrating on the heart, but everything is benefiting. Taking in a deep inhale here. Open mouth exhale. Releasing your Anjali Mudra, wiggling yourself out here again. Here we're going to move into a little punching action here, starting to open up our heart chakra. So our arms are down beside us, okay? Hands are in fists. We're just going to punch forward. So the fists are not turning or anything. The fists are going to stay, the thumbs are going to stay up. It's going to be almost like a breath of fire. So you punch, you exhale, inhale, bring the punch in. Exhale and inhale coming in. Moving at a pace that serves you, but I ask you to really punch something in your life that's not serving you, punch it out of your aura, get it away now. Make it powerful. Only take back in what you want, bringing it back to your heart center, punch away whatever is not serving you. Punch it out. This is your opportunity. We want our heart chakra to be open. We want to be unstruck. Nothing will get in our way. We are all determined beings, well-beings. When we do these exercises, we're working our lymphatic system as well, under our arms and our chest. Some of you who have done this Kriya with me before have noticed that maybe we're going for these for longer times. I'm sharing the full length of the Kriya with you today to get you the full benefit. We're going to walk away with an open heart chakra, ready to have an evenness of giving and receiving, because we give more than we receive, and we all know that. As caregivers, spouses, friends, family, whatever it is, work people, bosses, even to your boss. Teach them the word no. And the way you do that is, okay, I'll take on that project, but know this, I won't have time to do this other project that you gave me. Always present the problem with a solution. And when you open your heart chakra, you will be able to think better. Bringing both arms and fists back towards you. Take a deep inhale, suspend your breath, hold the pose. Open mouth, exhale, release. Wiggle your fingers. We're going to get relief for those shoulders, don't worry. You're going to take your arms out. We're going to inhale, come up and forward and down. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, going back, exhale, coming down. Full circles. Make them nice and wide, working our shoulders, our chest, moving the lymph. The lymph doesn't move unless we move. So that's why movement is so important. If you can't get the movement in the morning, then get it at night, get it in the middle of the day, get it at some point. We must move throughout the day. Stagnant is where disease grows, like stagnant water, right? Disease grows in stagnant waters. Gently reverse the direction of the rotation. Inhaling, going up, exhaling, going down. Visualize the blood moving in the body, the messages in the body moving through the nervous pathways. We're opening up the nadis. I always compare the nadis as a hose with water running through. When there's a kink in the hose, the water won't go, and that water is the message. So unkink your hose, unkink the nadis, and allow the messages to go through so that we can be dis-ease free. We will be at ease. Sukha, getting the dukkha out. Sukha is ease. Dukkha is the dirty. Get it out. This is your opportunity. Beautiful, beautiful. Just a little bit more. You got this, you got this. Opening up our heart chakra, our lungs, our chest, our heart. Gently reversing, bringing the arms down, taking a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Just giving yourself a moment of stillness. How did that feel? It may have been hard, but you did it. Many of us don't move our upper body that much. We're rounded in front of computers and mice. Yes, mice. Seated in a chair, trapped behind our desk. Good. We'll gently make our way back to seat. Choosing to sit however is comfortable for you. You can sit in Sukhasana. Legs can be long, whatever feels good. Remember, you have choices. The next exercise, we're going to bring our hands into Venus lock. The palms are going to face down. So we're going to start at our heart center. We're going to inhale, bring our hands up to our throat chakra. Arms will stay parallel. Exhale, bring our hands down to our solar plexus. So like a pumping action, okay? So begin to move. So air and space are the qualities of the heart chakra. And so the way to discover the infinite within. But we must move beyond our illusions of boundaries and limitations in every sense of the word: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. So working on the physical heart space through asana is a beautiful step to help open the heart on all these levels. So when we work on the body, tightness and stagnation present in the body will come to the surface automatically. If we can find the patience and the wisdom to just sit with it, watch it without judgment, and understand the deeper lessons, meanings, and connections of all that arise, and then consciously let it go, it is a priceless gift of freedom. So taking it and just letting it all go. You see, when we move our limbs, our legs, and especially our arms, we raise our heart rate, which is why a lot of these exercises today are arm-based. So when we go for a walk, you know how they tell you to move your arms to get your heart rate up? Or maybe a jog, they want you to move your arms. The arms are really going to pump our heart muscle. The physical heart will pump, but also the emotional, mental will also be working. We want all parts, spiritual, emotional, mental, physical, to be healthy and well and be working. So again, reminding you, if you ever feel imbalance in your life and you're not really sure which chakra it is, you can always call me or text me and we can work on it. Or just work on your heart chakra. You can meditate, hum. You can do the breath of fire, because the breath of fire is pumping your abdominal aorta. Pumping the blood. The abdominal aorta is what sends the blood to the extremities. Just a little bit longer. You got this. We're going to get arms, tank top arms after this, guys, right? Yes. Kundalini Yoga does a lot of upper body exercises. It's very powerful. And there's so many different kriyas. We do a lot of lower body sometimes too. It just depends on what we're working on. Each kriya is special. Each class is different. Gently bringing your palms to the center. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Release. Give yourself just a moment. Good. Our next exercise is we're going to do Satanama with our fingers. So Satanama is the seed mantra of Satnam. Satnam means truth is my name, truth is my identity. So breaking it down into Sa meaning birth, Ta meaning life, Na meaning death, Ma meaning rebirth. So S-A-T, Sa, no, S-A, Sa, then N-A, Na. Can I do this? Satanama. S-A, Sa, T-A, Tha, Na, N-A, and then Ma, M-A. Sa-ta-na-ma. So 4 words. So you take your thumb and you touch it to the tip of the index finger, say Sa, then touch the middle finger, say Na, Sa, ta, na, ma. Okay? So each finger says Sa, ta, na, ma. I'm not able to explain it to you guys today. Tongue-tied. All right. So Sa to the index finger, Ta to the second finger, Na to the third finger, Ma to the pinky. And just you can mentally vibrate it or you can say it out loud, whatever you're comfortable with. Nama. Eyes may be soft or closed. Again, reminding you to hold those locks. Taking in a deep inhale, suspend your breath. Open mouth exhale. Gently drop your hands down, hands on the thighs or hands in Jnana Mudra. Beginning to breathe long and deep. Feeling the vibration of the Sata Nama travel through your body. Birth, life, death, rebirth. The reason why we had our hands up, we were putting it close to our heart center. The Sata Nama, this Bij mantra, touching the tips of the thumbs to the tips of each finger, also helps us create new neural pathways in our brain to keep our brain, our mind functioning. It's been proven by neuroscience. Science, modern science is a little bit behind yogic science, but they've proved it. There is substance to these mantras. There is substance to these finger connections. The nervous endings are in our fingers and in our feet. Taking in a deep inhale. Open mouth exhale. Giving yourself just a moment here. And here we're going to take our arms out to the side. We're going to do what's called chest flies. So you're going to take them all, even opening up your chest. You're going to inhale, slightly take them back, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, bring the hands together without clapping. Do this with complete force and intention. Open up your chest wall. The chest wall is closed for many of us here in the United States, especially, I say, because many of us have started to work from home. And even if we are leaving our home, we're working behind a desk. We're strapped to a chair, trapped behind our desk syndrome, driving. What are we doing with our shoulders? We're rounding them forward. We're shutting our chin forward. We're rounding our chest. We are closing our heart chakra all day long. Open up your chest. Open up your heart chakra. That's why many of us are so closed for receiving. Receive what the universe has to offer you. The universe has its hands open. It's going to give you exactly what you asked for. So each time you open up your chest, I invite you to visualize something what it is that you really want. When I ask people, what is it that you want? They'll start rattling off things what they don't want. And that's what the universe is going to give them. What do you want? Holding those locks, taking a break if you need, but come back and join me. When your arms are telling you, I can't do one more chest fly, that's when the pose or the action is beginning. We're moving past our comfort zone. We're moving past our edge. This is where change and growth happen. Open up your chest wall, open up those muscles. Let the blood flow, let the lymph flow. Let's go. Is this easy for me? No. I'm doing it with you. We're doing this together, sharing our energy. 10 more seconds. You can do anything for 10 seconds. Let's go. You can do anything for yourself. One more inhale, opening your arms up, holding the pose. Take a deep inhale, suspend your breath. You got this. Exhale, release. Give yourself a moment. What just happened? Just do a little bit of shoulder rolls back and forth, any kind of neck rolls, anything that feels good before I move you into the next few exercises. You will thank me later after you're sore tomorrow. Good. We're going to be doing something called ringing the bell, or maybe drawing water from the well. So if your physical practice allows you to taking your legs out, ideally this is the pose. We sit up nice and tall, pressing our sit bones into the mat, holding that root lock. You must flex your feet. Squeeze your navel in, again, holding all the locks. So we're holding ourselves nice and tall, as if a rod is stuck to the back of our, from the head all the way toward the base of our spine, okay? If it helps, you can always lean in the back of a chair or sit against the wall, but flex your feet. I invite you to flex the feet because it's going to keep everything nice and strong. Squeeze those locks, okay? So you're gonna ring the bell. So you're gonna reach up with one hand as if you're reaching for the cord and then pull it down. Inhale, exhale, just like we did when we were standing, but this time you're flexing your legs, your spine is long. Inhale, exhale. Bring down to you, to your heart center. Take it from the universe's hands. It is offering you exactly what you want. So take it. There's plenty of it for each of us, so don't ever feel like you're hogging it up. Whatever it is you want. Do you want strength? Do you want health? Do you want wealth? Do you want peace? Do you just want to go to sleep? What is it that you want? Take it. Freedom. What if I told you already have it? You just have to believe in it. You guys are doing a beautiful job. Squeezing the navel, spine is long, pressing the sit bones to the mat, feet are flexed, legs are strong. You got this. Reminding you that working on the heart chakra, we're doing a lot of blood work here. The blood is flowing, the oxygen, the nutrients, everything is moving in the body. The lymph is moving. The body is so active now. 30 seconds. You can do this. Come back to me. Don't let your body tell you that you're stopped. It's just your nervous system. The nervous system is talking to you because you found a blockage. That's when it says, I want to stop. We need to push through that blockage. Get that blockage out of the way. Clear that bottleneck in the nervous pathways. Unkink the hose. I'm challenging you all today. I've babied you all these years. You guys are getting a full practice. Lucky you if you just showed up for the first time. Good. Bringing both arms to the chest, spine long, feet flexed. Take a deep inhale and suspend your breath. Open mouth, exhale and release. What just happened? Taking your time to transition to sit however is comfortable. You can keep your legs long if that feels good. I'm just going to come back this way. One more arm exercise. This time we're going to take our arms out. Palms are going to face up. Pressing the locks again, inviting you to really squeeze, 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 protecting. We're going to inhale. We're not going to clap. Come up, exhale. Inhale, exhale, and begin. Move at a pace that serves you. You know we're going to be doing this for a little while. So move at a pace that serves you. When I first started taking Kundalini Yoga and teacher training, I was like, what is this? All these arm exercises. Couldn't even lift my arm up to reach something from the cabinet. That just showed me how much I needed the practice. Many of us, especially women, we don't strengthen our upper body, and then our bone density decreases. We need to strengthen. Men too, but especially women, we're always working on from the belly button below. That's all we're paying attention to. You got this, you got this. 30 seconds. You can do anything for 30 seconds for yourself because you deserve it. You came to this mat today, to class, to learn something new, to create a new energy in your body, to gift yourself the practice of Kundalini Yoga. Gently bringing your arms up. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, release. Thank goodness, right? I know. Good job. Let's do some neck rotations here, dropping chin to chest, rock just shoulder to shoulder. Softening your jaw, softening your cheeks. Whew. Feeling the heat in the body, creating heat. The blood is circulating, the heart is pounding. Do you feel your heartbeat? Oh, yes. Where all do you feel your pulse? Really pay attention to your body. Ooh, yeah. Good. Taking a deep inhale, coming back to neutral spine and suspending your breath. Open mouth exhale. Inviting you to just sit here for just a moment and come to your normal breath, your baseline prana. No long, deep breathing, nothing special. Just kind of notice where your breath is. Are you breathing all the way to the base of the lungs, or are you still breathing up here? I hope not. Bringing that to your attention, I invite you to take that idea into life practice, starting maybe rest of tonight or moving into tomorrow and the rest of the week. Checking in with your breath throughout the day and seeing where you are breathing, placing your hand on your chest. And notice it on your belly, and notice if you're feeling a full breath or are you just breathing in the upper part of the chest. I promise you, if all you do is practice long, deep breathing, you can alleviate a lot of anxiety, distress, overwhelm. I won't promise about dis-ease, but it will contribute. I have to say that disclaimer. But it will help with anxiety. It will help with the distress and the overwhelm. And it will help us to become calm and responsive rather than reactive, releasing the anger from our body. There should be no anger. Anger is an emotion. It's okay, but it shouldn't be sitting and living in our body. If it is sitting and living in your body, that means your heart chakra is closed. Release the anger, let it go. We had that moment. It's okay to move through the motions of being angry, but we must move forward. We don't drive looking through the rearview mirror. We drive looking forward. Take another deep inhale. Open mouth exhale. Now, because this Kriya had so many arm exercises, I'm going to spare you. The meditation had arm movements as well. And I don't think anybody will ever come to my class again if I did that meditation. So we're going to do this meditation where we're just going to hold a mudra. It's called the Padma mudra, the lotus mudra. It's an easy pose. You can stay seated however is comfortable for you. When you meditate, the main thing is that your spine needs to be long. So if you need to lean up against the wall or sit in a chair, just make sure that your spine is long, holding all three locks. So the Padma Mudra is we're opening up our hands, we're bringing the pinkies together and the thumbs together and making a lotus. And we place it in front of our beautiful heart chakra, gently pressing the thumbs to the sternum. So leaving that space between your hands, okay? So your gaze can be completely closed or maybe 1/10 open. You can maybe just peek into the flower, the lotus, the Padma lotus. And inviting you to meditate on the space of inside of you. Visualize yourself as completely empty and open, as if the wind could just blow you through. And not holding on to anything, not having to hold on to any shape or form. Just allow yourself to be and breathe, reminding you that air and space are the qualities of the heart chakra. So we're going to fly like the wind. We're going to allow the wind to just blow through us, in us, around us, feeling that sense of freedom. Looking inside the lotus, whether your eyes are soft or closed, the beauty of the lotus, reminding you, where did the lotus come from? It came from muddied waters. The water is not clear. It's muddied. It's yucky. And out of this ugly water, this beautiful flower has bloomed. And with that being said, we can open our heart chakra. No matter what muddiness happens in our life, we will prevail because that's what we do. Humans are resilient. Our physical bodies are incredibly, miraculously resilient. No matter what things, traumas have come our way, we can push through the practice of meditation, through the practice of journaling, through the practice of movement and community. We can get through this, whatever is going on in your life. Trust yourself. Staying at your normal breath, your baseline prana. If you've wandered away with a thought, gently bring yourself back here by taking a deep inhale and exhaling and coming back here to this present moment, being the spectator, not the judger, not the engager, but the spectator. And beginning to take a deep inhale and suspending your breath. Exhaling through the nose. Another deep inhale and suspend your breath. Exhale through the nose. Last full breath in and suspend. And this time opening your mouth and just sighing it all out. Releasing your mudra, wiggling your fingers. Give yourself a moment of stillness. Scan your body. Take a moment to notice what you felt. Were your fingers vibrating? Mine were. Shaking. And it's okay if they weren't. I'm just sharing with you what happened to me. I want you to invite you to find out and scan your body. What did you notice during that practice? Each of us is different, and that's what's special about us. Each of us was made with an intention. If we were all the same, we would be the Borg on Star Trek, right? Boring. We are all special. We are exactly where we're supposed to be. What's happening to us or happening for us is exactly what's supposed to happen. We're supposed to learn something from it, no matter how traumatic or light it is. We don't drive looking through the rearview mirror. We drive looking forward, past the hood, and maybe not even too far. Stay here in the present moment. Take another deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Moving into your final pose of Savasana, inviting you to take whatever you need. If you need to pop off, I invite you to take at least 1 minute of Savasana before you go. The Savasana is the most important pose of any yoga practice. It invites our body to notice and recognize the energy that we have created and the energy that we've released. It assimilates the prana, the life force energy, exactly where we need it, the healing energy. Give yourself permission to let go, release, and soften. Savasana. Begin to bring awareness back to your body by gently wiggling your fingers and your toes, rotating your ankles and your wrists in one direction, and gently reversing the direction of the rotation, and hugging your right knee to the chest, giving it a gentle hug. Crossing that right knee over your left hip, cat stretching over to the left. Gently bringing that knee back to the chest, lengthening your leg, hugging left knee to the chest. And then gently taking it over the right hip, cat stretching to the right. Gently bringing that knee back to center. And then bringing both legs long. This time, bring the knees together, hugging your chest. Bring the soles of the feet together and the palms of the hands together, rubbing them vigorously, waking up your 72,000 nerve endings. Hugging knees to chest, either rocking up and down or rolling onto your side and gently pressing yourself up. Choosing to keep your eyes soft or closed for just a moment, to scan your body, just to notice whatever there is to notice, just like we did at the beginning of the class and throughout the class. What is it that you feel now? Hopefully feeling equivalent in receiving and giving, as we should receive as much as we should give without any expectation to receive when we give. It will come naturally. We end every yoga class with a long sat and a short nam. Sat nam meaning truth is my name, truth is my identity, I am truth. Reminding you that anything that you put after I am, be very careful. Say, I am compassionate, I am love, I am beautiful, I am strong, I am healthy. Rubbing palms together, placing in front of your beautiful heart center, thumbs touching the sternum. We'll take in a deep inhale and say a long sat and a short nam. Sat nam. Sat nam and namaste. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you beautiful souls, your beautiful hearts for showing up. You're welcome.